Although the Last Kingdom franchise brings a definitive end to Uhtred of Bebbanburg's story in the concluding Seven Kings Must Die movie, what happens to the rest of England isn't entirely clear. Based on Bernard Cornwell's acclaimed The Saxon Stories book series, The Last Kingdom has always mixed real history with fiction. Although specific characters and personalities are embellished and adjusted to suit the narrative, most of the stories feature real historical figures, giving both the TV series and books an authentic flavor. Just as in the rest of the Last Kingdom series, Seven Kings Must Die takes liberties with the established chronology of real events. In the movie, the drama starts with King Edward's death, leaving a power vacuum at the heart of England. In the movie, the timeframe suggests that the decisive battle between Aethelstan and other would-be successors happened soon after Edward's passing, whereas in reality, Edward died in 924 and the Battle of Brunanburh happened 13 years later. Despite this change, the role of Brunanburh indicates that the movie ends in 937. However, this was not the end of drama in England. 939. One of the biggest changes in Seven Kings Must Die is in the characterization of Aethelstan's reign. The movie suggests that it began with his victory at Brunanburh. The truth, however, is that the battle happened near the end of his time as king, bookending what most historians agree was one of the most successful administrations in medieval England. While the movie identifies the battle as the crucial moment when England was established, the truth is that Aethelstan ruled over a unified kingdom long before the events of Brunanburh and only reigned for 2 more years after its resolution. Unsurprisingly, given Aethelstan's status as a unifying presence and masterful administrator, his death in 939 caused yet more turbulence in England. He was initially succeeded by his half-brother Edmund, 939 to 946, who was in turn followed by Uhtred. Both kings had to contend with a northern uprising, which threw Wessex's control of York into dispute. As such, even though Aethelstan did rule over a unified kingdom, and is widely regarded as the first true king of England, the unity collapsed almost immediately after his death. Edgar becomes king. 959. The Battle of Furnham in the Last Kingdom. Until 959, and as portrayed in The Last Kingdom, Viking invasion was a constant threat in England. Although Edgar's reign by no means brought an end to the problem, his kingship did coincide with a relative period of peace. Edgar ruled for 16 years in an era historian Frank Stenton described as singularly devoid of recorded incident. Predictably, however, this all changed upon his death in 975. Immediately, there was a heated dispute between supporters of Edgar's sons Edward and Ethelred. At age 12, Edward was narrowly elected to the throne. However, he was assassinated 3 years later after a turbulent reign defined by the collapse of the order enjoyed under Edgar. Ethelred, the Unready, ascends the throne. 978. The army of Wessex prepares to fight at the Battle of Edington in The Last Kingdom Season 1. Although he reigned for 38 years, Ethelred's kingship is regarded as one of the worst in English history, culminating in the collapse of Anglo-Saxon rule. Highlighting the cyclical nature of the Last Kingdom story, Ethelred's main problem was dealing with multiple Viking raids into his kingdom. Although he ruled over a unified England, the same territories that had been harangued by raiders during his predecessor's administrations continued to suffer under Ethelred. Where he differed, however, was in his total inability to fight back. In 991, a Viking force sacked the city of Ipswich and demanded a ransom from Ethelred. Initially, the English commander refused, before being comprehensively defeated at the Battle of Maldon. Ethelred then decided to try and buy the Vikings off with Danegeld, the term given to coins minted for the purpose of bribing the invaders. Unfortunately, rather than accepting the payment and leaving, the Vikings recognized Ethelred's weakness and decided to keep coming back for more.